Once upon a time in Alauma. Alauma was a small village with a sparkling river that flowed like silver in the sun. In the village lived Shibuzo, a kind and hard-working fisherman. He loved the river and often sang songs as he cast his nets. His best friend was Amarachi, the daughter of the village pastor. Amarachi was beautiful and gentle, with a smile that could light up the darkest night. She loved to watch Shibuzo fish, and he loved to make her laugh. They grew up together, and as they got older, their friendship turned into something special. Amarachi, Shibuzo said one evening, as they sat by the river, "One day I will marry you, and we will be happy forever." Amarachi laughed. "Do you think my father will allow that? He says I must marry someone important, not a fisherman." Shibuzo smiled. "We will see about that." But Amarachi's father, Pastor Eze, had other plans. One night, Amarachi had a strange dream. She saw herself standing in the middle of the river. The water was deep and the moonlight made it shimmer. Suddenly, chains appeared around her wrist, and a voice whispered, "Come to us, Amarachi." She woke up with a start. What a strange dream, she thought. But the dream didn't stop. Each night, the voice got louder, and the chains grew heavier. Amarachi became quiet and scared. "Shibuzo," she said one day, "I don't feel like myself. I keep having strange dreams about the river." Shibuzo looked worried. "I will find out what's going on," he promised. Shibuzo decided to visit an old fisherman named Papa Udo, who knew many stories about the river. "Papa Udo," Shibuzo asked, "why would someone have dreams about the river and chains?" The old man's face grew serious. "Many years ago, your pastor made a deal with the marine spirit," Papa Udo whispered. "He asked them to make his church big and powerful. In return, he promised to give them his first child. That child is Amarachi." Shibuzo gasped. "But that's not fair. Amarachi didn't agree to this." Papa Udo nodded. "True, but the spirits do not care. You must be brave, Shibuzo. If you love Amarachi, you will fight for her." Shibuzo went to Pastor Eze's house. The room smelled of incense and strange objects decorated the walls. Shibuzo saw a glowing jar of water on the table. "Pastor Eze," Shibuzo said firmly, "I know about your deal with the spirits. Amarachi is not theirs to take." Pastor Eze's face turned pale. "How dare you walk in here to spill rubbish, boy?" he growled, staring daggers at Shibuzo's face. "You can't deny this, Pastor Eze. If you do so, I will make sure the villagers find out about your evil deeds." Shibuzo threatened, not ready to be intimidated by Pastor Eze's look. "You do not understand, boy. I did it to help the villagers. Without their help, the church would not have grown. All you care about is the church. What about your daughter? Amarachi is in danger because of your greed." Shibuzo said, "You must undo this." The pastor shook his head. "It's too late. The spirits will come for her during the next full moon. On the 9th of the full moon, Shibuzo and Amarachi stood by the river. The air cooled and the water slowed under the moonlight. Suddenly, the river began to rise, and the marine spirits appeared. They were tall and shimmery, with glowing blue eyes and watery body. "Amarachi is ours," they roared. "No," Shibuzo shouted. "You can't take her." He picked up a wooden spear and stood between Amarachi and the spirits. The spirit laughed. "A fisherman thinks he can fight us." But Shibuzo wasn't afraid. He thought about his love for Amarachi and how much he wanted to keep her safe. As the spirit moved closer, Amarachi prayed, "Please, God, help us," she whispered. Suddenly, the chains around her wrist began to glow and break apart. The spirit screamed as the chains shattered. Their powers was broken and they vanished back into the river. When the sun rose, Shibuzo and Amarachi stood end in end by the calm river. The danger was gone and they were free. Pastor Eze apologized for his actions and promised to never make such deeds again. He also gave his blessing to Shibuzo and Amarachi, giving them a go-ahead in dating themselves. Shibuzo smiled at Amarachi. "Now nothing can keep us apart." Amarachi laughed. "I guess you were right, Shibuzo. We will be happy forever." And so the two of them lived happily ever after.